Okay, I think we're live. Hey everyone, welcome back. And today, Film Kid is coming with me to help do a top 10 favorite and, well, no, top 10 most surprising and disappointing movies of 2024. Film Kid, how are you?
Good.
That response is why we don't have him on too much anymore, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, don't kill me. So we essentially took top two lists that we made on surprising and disappointing, and we're going to just talk about them. We're supposed to just to have fun, talk about our expectations going in, how
Knowing
we were
us, we
shocked.
are going to argue some point.
Hey, you can't have one stream with the both of us without at least one argument. Probably a good thing you and I didn't go on Cade's stream together. Good thing I had work that day. You and I would have lost it in a couple scenes. I know
Mm-hmm.
that. What?
I said,
That's the two of us for you guys. So anyway, why don't we start with disappointing and then we leave it up to better standards so we end with surprising to show more positivity. So we start with disappointing.
So
Also
are
means
we
we're
gonna
gonna
do? Are we gonna do? Wait, are we gonna do the type of thing where like you give your 10th placement and I give my 10th
yeah
placement and you give
yeah
your ninth? Okay.
yeah. Also means that we'll at least get most of the fighting out early. Or is there stuff in your surprising that I'm also gonna get angry about?
There's stuff in my surprising that you're gonna get angry about.
I think I know one of the placements. I really hope I'm wrong, but I very much doubt it.
All right.
Okay, you want to go first? You're the guest.
Sure. Um. So 1 second. I gotta pull up
One,
Letterboxd.
one.
Uh.
It's been a second.
Okay. Here. Think that that's my most disappointing. All right, so my number 10th placement, or my number 10 placement is Joker 2.
Oh, wow.
I personally didn't hate it as much as everybody else. Um, I get like the ending is controversial and like yeah, I didn't like it that much, but like I kind of knew it was gonna happen even going into the movie. So like
How?
because it just like it's one of those things where it's like it's one of the most predictable endings of a movie in my opinion. So like immediately going into the movie I'm like it's some character's going to die and it's most likely going to be Joker. Um I
You
wrote that
really
out.
should have said. You really should have said spoilers before you just said that sentence.
Oh,
We're
well,
sorry, everyone. We just saved you a lot of money. The movie is not good.
well, I know a lot of people probably don't want to see it so um
You
yeah.
definitely did just help them with that.
um well that's kind of the reason why if you guys haven't seen it that's the reason why everybody hates it. Um
Yeah. Oh no, there's plenty more. There's plenty more for that.
that's kind of the main reason that I've been
That
saying.
is what. That is basically the main reason. So I'll give you
Um, but I mean, I'll just start off with like stuff that I didn't like because it's nowhere near a perfect movie. Um, Lady Gaga in it, I absolutely hate. I don't like her performance in it, and
I
I
like her.
think,
I think her performance is objectively good, but she just doesn't fit in the movie.
well, I don't know. Her chemistry with
Her chemistry is
Joaquin
good,
Phoenix was not great.
but her acting is objectively good. Her chemistry, her fitting in the movie is awful.
Agreed. And then the musical numbers, like, I
They're
mean,
weird.
they're not stuff that like they had no need to be in there, but like it just gets to the point where it's like you kind of forget them when you're done, and so
Yeah,
like it's like wait, what? Like the only musical number that I don't even remember what song they're singing, but like the only two that I remember is like when they're running out of the building when they set like the fire,
yeah.
and then the Hotel Arkham one where they're on the top of the thing, which
That's
is
a
a
weird one.
beautiful shot.
Oh, that's an amazing shot in the movie. I know that. That's a
But like the entire movie is like it is beautiful.
The movie is so well crafted in terms of cinematography. But
But it's just
yeah,
it's a sequel to a movie that didn't need a sequel. Personally, I didn't mind it, but I definitely understand how some people absolutely hated it. But that I still found it to be a little bit disappointing, but like it wasn't as disappointing as some people thought it was.
Yeah, let's we'll try and speed run this a bit because like you said, you don't know how long you'll be able to be here.
Yeah.
So taking up on that, yeah, you pretty much said pretty much everything correct. You weren't fully correct, but that's not that's neither
That's
here
not
nor
the point.
yeah. Okay, so my number 10 actually is a movie that's at number 10 because I didn't expect much, but the reviews started getting amazing, so I then went in expecting more much, and so I wasn't the biggest fan of it, and that is Wicked. So I definitely got my short end of the stick when I watched this. So I'm not the biggest fan of The Wizard of Oz. I like it. I don't love it. So Wicked feels like a movie actively against The Wizard of Oz. It feels like a movie intentionally seeking out to harm the legacy.
I know
Where
I know you're saying that this is disappointing, but I'm still gonna say I haven't seen it, and I'm most likely going to go see it because it's kind of already locked in for a Best Picture nomination.
oh
So
no.
like, yeah, I mean it's basically the Barbie of this year or last year.
Although Barbie didn't win last year, so
I know Wicked is not gonna win. It's
but if
Garrett.
we
It's
use that if that's the Barbie of last year, Barbie's competitor was Oppenheimer, which won Best Picture. So Gladiator's gonna win Best Picture. There you
I
have
don't
it,
think
ladies and
Gladiator
gentlemen.
is even getting nominated.
Gladiator will probably get nominated based on the fact the first one did, but we'll talk about that later. So Wicked, like I said, it doesn't feel like a movie that it doesn't feel like something that should exist. I don't think the play should exist. It's a very bad storyline to begin with, where the Wicked Witch is just evil. There's no other way to put it in the original. She is an evil person, and sometimes you want an evil person. Not everyone needs a backstory, and
Like
simply not the
Corella.
way they put it. What?
I said like Corella and
Oh,
especially which just came out Mufasa. They try to make Scar a good guy till the last like 30 minutes of the movie.
yeah, I did not. Yeah, they're going way too hard on this, especially Cruella, like you said. But so it feels unbelievably tacked on. So just not something I really enjoyed. What is her name? Glenda is an absolute narcissist in this movie. I wanted to strangle her so many times throughout the
Ariana
movie.
Grande.
Yeah,
People are saying she might win Best Supporting Actress at the
I hope
Oscars.
not. She is infuriating in
Right.
just about every scene she is in. So I really do not understand the cult following for this movie. Gladiator was 1,000 times better, and that's not just because I'm a boy. There are millions of reasons. Wicked was not very good. So
And a lot of guys liked both movies.
yeah, they did. I just don't understand it. I
Like Chris
tried.
from Filmstock liked Wicked better than Gladiator too. So it doesn't even matter that if you're a boy or not. Like,
Yeah, I know. So I'm not really gonna listen to that side because I've gotten it before. So you go. Number 9.
all right, my number 9. All right, my number 9. Probably not a lot of you have seen this. You've seen it, Ledger. It's Land of Bad. Went
Oh
into
yeah.
this movie expecting it to be fun and entertaining. A movie with Liam Neeson, or not, what?
Liam Neeson.
Liam Hemsworth and Russell Crowe, which are both really good actors, especially Russell Crowe. But they were just complete wasted potential in this movie, especially Russell Crowe. From the trailers, they made it seem like this epic action movie that was going to be so violent and brutal, and Russell Crowe is going to be giving this amazing performance. And then you watch it, and it's super underwhelming. It's so like boring during multiple moments, like and dull. Like yes, there is moments where it definitely picks up, but like Russell Crowe is not in action anytime in the movie.
That was wasted potential. Although
That was wasted
he's getting
potential.
older.
Like he is literally sitting in an office the entire movie.
Although I did think they did give a good excuse because he is getting older and they do give him a little bit of action by what he has to instruct.
Yeah, but like still, it's still wasted potential for him. And then like
Go
And
figure.
then like the movie felt like there could have been more action. Like
Yeah, I agree with
I
that.
think everybody who went into this movie was expecting it to be this like big action movie kind of like like I know me and you haven't seen this, but kind of like 13 Hours and like Black Hawk Down, like stuff
Yeah.
like that. And it just like ended up being this movie where it's like there's these guys walking through a jungle, and then Liam Hemsworth gets taken and tortured and all that stuff.
So yeah, I pretty much agree with what you said. I
Yeah.
enjoyed the movie quite a
It,
bit,
it,
but
it had it had its moments. I think me and my dad liked it because we watched it together, but it fell flat a lot and it was just kind of dull.
yeah, I did think it ended on a good note though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Child of the One True King. Hey, I love that name, by the way.
Me too.
Okay. My number 9. Dune Part 2. Okay. So, we we're still live. We have not been demonet. We have no one has reported this yet. So,
I'm gonna be the first.
oh, you get your little.
You're lucky Haas isn't in here.
I really hope he isn't in here. He'll kill me. Wait. Okay, so
Why did you mute me?
I was being impulsive. So, okay, Dune Part 2. This movie's epic in a lot of scenes. But for me, it fell a little bit flat because people were saying this is the next T2. This is a sci-fi movie to bring home all sci-fi movies. This is Blade Runner 2049 level, which Blade Runner 2049 I've rewatched several times. I rewatched it not long ago. It is one of my favorite movies.
I've seen it once.
You
It's
need
on
to give it.
Paramount. It's on Paramount Plus though, so I might need to rewatch it soon.
I have no idea how Paramount has access to it, but so I loved it, but it didn't hit my expectations because people were just overhyping the legit hell out of it. So I still enjoy it. I still enjoy it, but it's not not the sci-fi epic. A
Wait,
lot
is
of
it
people,
in your top 10 of 2024?
it is not.
Oh, no, wait, where did it end up placing?
I think number. Let me check. It's high. It's high, but I was expecting one of the.
I'll spoil it. I think it
I was
placed number like 6 in my top 10.
It's number 12. Number 12. And people are still going to try and assassinate me because of it.
Wait, did you give it a 4.5 or a 4 star?
4.5.
Um,
Then you gave it a 4.5 too.
yeah, but I only gave 3 movies from last year a 5 star.
From last year? Oh,
Yeah, I gave Nickel Boys
I
Challenges a
know, I
4
know,
star
I,
also.
I know. I just realized that you're referring to 2024.
Yeah,
I'm still living in 2024, not 5.
I only gave. I think I also gave 3 movies from 2023. Um,
Which review did I comment the StreamYard link under?
give me Wallace and Gromit.
Wallace and Gromit. I needed to take care of that link real quick. Get rid of it. Oh, you did. Wait, are you sure it was Wallace and Gromit?
I'm pretty sure. Let me see. Oh, I think I already deleted it.
Oh, good, good. That's what I was wondering why I couldn't find it. There we go. Okay, so you move on to your number 7 or 8.
8. Yeah. Give me a second. I was looking at Wallace and Gromit, so I'm not on the thing right now. Number 8 is Argyle. Not really once again, all these movies here, like, not really this is not really a disappointing film because I think everybody really knew what they were getting themselves into going into it. But such an interesting film for a spy action movie. Like, I don't know why they decided to go this route for it.
I don't either.
They could have went like so many other routes and made it so much better.
But no.
But like in the like I really like Matthew Vaughn. He did Kick Ass and both of the Kingsman movies.
Kick-Ass, Kingsman, X-Men First Class.
Yeah, like all of those movies are really good. Oh,
Yeah. But Argyle's
is like,
not even close.
but Argyle is not even close to the level of any of those movies. Like, it's just like a dull spy action film
You
that
got the
like
whole part right.
that's like it just fell flat. Like I think the main leads are not really that interesting to
Oh, the
follow.
main leads are
Mm,
awful.
Um, I think why did they even try to tie like a book to it? Like the whole book subplot thing and how like oh the book is coming to life and this character from the book is actually her in real life. Like it's just like it's stupid. I saw it earlier in the year, like
Yep.
sooner or later. Like I'm pretty sure it came out in January or like early February.
It came out
So
relatively early in the year.
yeah, so like I think I saw it in February, and so like not really that shocking, but it's still like I'm not gonna put it that high on disappointing because I think everybody knew what they were getting themselves into.
Did you just roast my birthday month?
No, I'm saying movies from February
Oh,
are
no.
not normally the greatest.
Ah, yeah, that's the insult. There we go. Thank you. Okay, nothing
Good
personal,
thing I'm a November birthday.
huh? Yeah, you definitely lucked out.
I got
Okay,
to see John Wick on my birthday.
I'll get something to watch on my birthday, even if I do have a really bad birthday coming up because of the movie slate.
Wait,
Holy,
The Monkey might come out near your birthday. The new movie from the guy who directed Longlegs.
uh, Oswald,
Yeah,
um,
whatever his name is, like
Osgood Perkins, Osgood
yeah,
Perkins.
that comes out in February, so
I
that
wanted to
might
watch something better than that. I wanted to watch something different.
there may be a re-release.
I really hope so.
I
Okay,
think Goonies is in January.
I know I need to catch that. Okay, number 8 for me is Wolves.
Wait, you saw that?
I reviewed it.
Oh, I had no clue that. I was really talking about that earlier today with my parents. I had
Okay,
to explain what it was about to my mom.
wow. Okay, so the Wolves is okay. It's good. It's just a harmless movie. But it had a lot of potential. You get Brad Pitt and George Clooney together. Their chemistry is good. It's not amazing,
And you
and
haven't seen Ocean's 11, so I feel like that's also a thing. Like you haven't seen their best chemistry.
I know I need to get onto that. But so yeah, I they're good in it. They're not amazing. And it just felt like the story just kept getting less and less interesting. And
I mean, I'm adding on something for you so you won't have to say it, but it's basically a film that turns itself from like a like kind of thriller-esque movie to an action movie,
yeah, I
which
didn't
is
like
not what a movie like that should do.
I like the thriller. This is one of the few times I wanted the thriller aspect more than the action. And so I really do not like the change. It felt a lot more generic when it went into action territory.
Like the last 40 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, so pretty much that's all I have to say. Although I did think the joke was funny in the beginning when they kept asking her questions thinking she's a prostitute. Remember the beginning?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, where they just
That
keep
was a little awkward watching with your father, but
it was just so funny where she's like, "I'm not a prostitute." It was just or no, actually no, what no, he was I think they were asking if
oh,
he
they
was
were asking the kid.
no, they were asking her if the kid was. That was the funny part.
Yeah, we are forgetting it right now. So,
Yeah,
kind of
yeah. It's a forgettable movie.
not really one that you'll revisit a lot. I mean, it dropped straight on Apple TV like a week after it dropped in theaters. I think the movie I think didn't make a lot in theaters, and like everybody who
It didn't.
watched it on Apple TV.
It didn't really help that they kind of put it into a thing where they kind of tease a sequel, but it's an Apple TV original. They're not getting the sequel.
Like the ending of the film where it's like they play just the two of us, and then it just cuts off.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a phenomenal film.
No, it wasn't.
Um, Number 7 is Lisa Frankenstein. Now, this is the last movie on the list where it's like I didn't really have expectations for.
So the next ones are gonna be like you
The
were
next ones are gonna
next.
be wait, let me double check real quick. Yeah, the next ones are gonna be like movies that I had expectations for and they ended up feeling like disappointing. Um, but this movie is just like I get how some people liked it. Me and you were not crazy about it.
No, we weren't.
It's just like it's a stupid Frankenstein plot.
No,
Tied in with a love story, tied in with like some of the weirdest comedy that you will see.
along with abysmal pacing.
Yeah, like that. It's weird. It's just a weird movie, and
It
like
was that was a terrible
I
movie.
mean, I just remember going on Peacock one day and then just like deciding to sit down and watch it. I'm like,
This freaking
interesting.
sucks.
I do like though how at moments they went kind of all out with gore.
Yeah, that was the only part, but it did feel really CGI.
And the movie is just like it's weird because it's a PG-13 movie, but they made it like sexual as crap.
Yeah, they did. It also, yeah, they just it's tone deaf as heck. It's massively tone deaf. Did you notice that?
It's a forgettable movie. Honestly, I think I saw it in like March, April. I don't really remember
I think it was
much about
March.
it.
I think it came out in February or March.
It came out earlier in the year, and then I think it dropped
No,
on
I'm pretty sure it was March. Yeah, you can look
I
it up.
all I remember is that I watched it earlier of 2024, and I just wasn't as crazy about it.
Yeah. Okay, my number 7, Borderlands. The trailer didn't look amazing for this, but it looked watchable, and it felt like a Guardians of the Galaxy ripoff. And I don't want anyone that's going to come and say don't. It's already been said a lot before. It's been said a lot before because it's true.
The funny
Anyone
thing
with
is that the popcorn bucket is better than the movie itself.
I never saw the
Have you
popcorn.
seen? Look up Claptrap Borderlands popcorn bucket. It has like LED lights, full posable arms. It looks so good for a terrible movie.
Yeah, you name one of my favorite problems throughout the movie, but yeah, so it is beat for beat a lot of what it has to do Guardians of the Galaxy, the humor, the color grading, the just team dynamic. Although everyone seems bored in here, especially Kate Winslet or no,
No.
help me please.
Jamie Lee Curtis,
No, the I'll look her up.
the little girl.
No, although she was in Barbie.
I know
She's
that.
really irritating in this. Yeah, Kate Blanchett. She is bored to tears in this movie. She is not trying whatsoever. Kevin Hart is forgettable, but he's doing
Kevin
the.
Hart had a bad year. He had Lift and that,
He also had Die Hard 2.
and Die Hard 3.
There was a third one?
Yeah, it has dang it, what's his name? J.K. Simmons, and you know the girl, not Letty, but like the tech girl from Furious 7, and she's been in all the movies since then.
Yeah, I think so.
Who they during the iconic scene where they jump backwards in the cars in the airplane to save that tech girl from the bad guys in the truck
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah, she's also in it.
Oh, wow. Yeah, so, yeah, he has not had a good year. So, Borderlands was not very good. And, oh my gosh, Claptrap, Jack Black. One of the most insufferable characters I have seen in my life.
Yeah, I
Like
feel bad for him because like he had Kung Fu Panda 4, which wasn't terrible, but like still wasn't great.
it was
He
aggressively
had
mediocre.
he had this. He's having the Minecraft movie.
He had bad. What is it called? The Santa thing. Remember
Sam thing.
the Santa thing?
Oh, Dear Santa. It's I think
Yep,
it's
he had
Dear
that. He
Santa.
has had a terrible year. Yeah, he is not. Yeah, but so he is Claptrap. I'll put it into perspective. Claptrap is Jar Jar Binks on at 11. I owe Jar Jar Binks an apology based on how bad Claptrap is.
Well, Jar Jar Binks is like you can have fun with him.
Yeah, I mean, I have a little
Like
bit of fun with him, but
if you're in the certain mood, you can have fun with Jar Jar.
yeah, you can have a mood. Plus, he at least shuts up because he's afraid of Qui-Gon and because he owes Qui-Gon. Claptrap never shuts
I
up.
mean, it
He
was just so
never does.
fun, like seeing Phantom Menace in the theater and seeing Jar Jar. Like it was a genuinely fun experience.
Oh yeah. So yeah, it's just I'm not a Borderlands fan. It's not a good movie at all. So
All right.
I did that in a double feature with Deadpool and Wolverine for a rewatch, and then that. Yep.
So my number, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, wait, no, 6. My number 6 is Ghostbusters: Frozen Empire. Did you end up seeing this one?
I did not. I'm gonna probably binge Afterlife. I mean, I'm probably just do Afterlife and Frozen Empire back to back.
After Afterlife came out, I was like just pumped because Afterlife is a really good film. And so I
I've
was
heard.
pumped for when this movie was coming out. But it was just so underwhelming. It's not until the last freaking 30 minutes that the Frozen Empire actually happens. So like takes so long to get to.
Get your manager. I want my money back.
That and then like the characters like it's just like so slow. It's how wait, let me see how long it is. It's like
It's
one
over
hour and
2 hours.
55 minutes long.
Oh,
So
okay.
like it takes so long for you to actually get to certain things, and half of the movie is just like building stuff. And then like eventually when you get to the end of the movie where it's like the whole Frozen Empire thing, it's so underwhelming.
Yeah,
That's the one word. That's the one word to describe this entire movie is underwhelming. It's just like
meh.
not a lot of it is really that interesting or entertaining, and I wasn't really as crazy about it. Once again, a lot of these movies I saw earlier in the year, so I'm trying to go off base my best thoughts, but I don't really remember a lot of them. But yeah,
Yeah. Number 6, The Strangers, Chapter 1. I actually I like the first one a decent bit. I really really enjoy The Strangers Pray at Night.
I haven't.
This
I've only
movie,
seen the first.
this movie sucks. Like the thing I really don't like about this franchise is the dumb characters and oh lord, I owe the characters in the first two an apology. This
Wait, wait,
is
wait. Maybe you shouldn't explain more and just have people go check out your ranking.
no, actually want to say this, but dude, this is easily the dumbest slate of
I
characters.
was trying to help you out, like get more views on that video.
It'll be fine. But this is easily the dumbest set of characters in this entire franchise.
Wait, is Madeline Pesh any good?
She's the main chick, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, not really. She isn't.
Is
No
she?
one
Wait,
really
is it
is.
like a complete copy and paste of the character from the first movie?
Oh yeah, basically. Although this time, instead of them having a little marriage troubles with Liv Tyler and what's his face, they're happy. So I am really not excited for The Strangers Chapter 2. Do you know when it's slated? Because we already have a trailer. When is this supposed to be coming out?
I don't know. Let me search it up. Well, I'll look on Letterboxd. Let me go to your thing real quick. See.
Yeah, this movie
Come.
is really not good. It I honestly don't even know if they'll allow a third movie because I'm shocked they got a second one made because I'm pretty sure this did how did this do at the box office? Do you remember?
Terrible. I don't know exactly, but I'm pretty sure it didn't do well.
I know it
And
didn't. I didn't
I
think
just
it did
looked at
well.
Strangers Chapter 2. I don't think it's slated for American. Like it's definitely coming out in this year. Um, and it's only Turkey and like one other state has a release, but both of them are in May, so I'm guessing it's probably gonna come out in May.
Huh. Maybe America learned its lesson. You go.
Okay. My number 5. Give me a
Did you
second.
say number 6? Don't you need number 6?
Number 6 was Ghostbusters Frozen Empire.
Ah. I
Number
do it.
5 is Godzilla X Kong. Um, I don't really know why. Me and my friend went to like an 8 o'clock something showing to this movie
At night?
at night, and so like he absolutely hated it, which I felt so bad afterwards because it was
Why?
my choice of movie to go see. Which we saw The Mummy in theaters the night before.
Oh, so because I'm pretty sure you told me that was his least favorite movie of all time, and The Mummy was his favorite movie of all time, right?
One of his favorite movies of all time is The Mummy, and that was his first time watching it in theaters. So I was like, hey, since that was like my choice, maybe he'll understand me now. And so like I decided to pick Godzilla X Kong. That didn't
Uh,
go so well.
If I had that exact same opinion where you did that and then I trusted you after loving a movie you showed me and then it was as bad as he thought it was, I would have freaking sucker punched you afterward. If
Yeah,
you had done that
he
to
would.
me.
Like I still to be fair, I also felt like extremely bad. Like it's one of the. It was the only movie from last year where I had to go use the bathroom, and so I literally went up and used the bathroom.
So you wait, you what?
It was
Oh,
one
so
of
you
the
like
only
left?
movies from last year where like I had to use the bathroom, so I just kind of like stood up and went to go use the bathroom.
So you literally left.
Yeah, but I came back. It was during the
Wow.
third act. It was during like some sort of fight between like Mothra and like Kong.
Wow.
So like it wasn't something that was like insanely big. It was just like a Godzilla fight. But the entire movie has like zero action and it only focuses on the human characters.
That's what the Monsterverse has got to stop doing.
I mean like it's a disappointing movie. I don't have much to say about it.
Yeah. Number 5 for me, The Crow.
I thought that would have been higher.
I didn't expect much from it. It's just because of how much I love the original. So believe me, I
Oh,
can only
wait,
put
show them
so
your phone case.
okay.
That's how much he loves the original.
Yep, I do. It's a badass revenge story.
I need to give it a rewatch.
Yeah, you do. I keep telling you, you do. So, The Crow is a terrible franchise overall. The sequels suck. The remake is now awful.
Wait,
So,
what is the best sequel?
Salvation. That's
Which
not a
one
high
is
bar
that?
though. That's the third movie in the franchise.
Wait, which is the one with the dude who plays John Connor in Terminator 2?
Eddie Furlong. That's Wicked Prayer. That's the worst one.
Is that the fourth one?
Yes.
You
So
need to
anyway,
do a ranking on your channel.
you really want me to do a ranking where I do at number 2 is The Crow because this one sucks the least of the bad ones.
Yes. That'd be entertaining to hear you crap on 4 movies.
This is why you are not in charge of my channel.
I should be your manager.
No, you shouldn't. If you were my manager and decided what I watched and what I uploaded, we'd be dead.
If I was your manager, you would probably upload more.
Touche. Okay. Although if I was your manager, you'd have better taste. So
My taste
anyway.
is perfect.
Oh, that is debatable at best. Anyway, the acting in this movie is awful. Bill Skarsgård, who luckily he had Nosferatu to save him, but he is trying his best in this. But this movie, he's trying his best. He's the only remarkable part of the movie. He's the only good part of the movie.
Wait, isn't the only good scene in the movie like the opera house scene?
I was going to get to that. Yeah, the opera house scene is good. The other action scene you see in the trailer, because the trailer is terrible. There's a car fight that is shown in the trailer that's a minute long at most. It is short.
Wait, how long is the movie?
I think it's like 2 hours. It's long. For at least it feels.
In the first
long.
movie, it's like an hour and 40 minutes.
Yeah, they definitely it takes a lot longer. They spend a lot more time on the romance. Where in this, it's basically the original. They're already married and they're just a normal couple. But in this, they try and make it weirder and more interesting. So like they're both in this mental institution. They escape together, just have sex a couple times, go off on this adventure, and then he immediately they fall in love. Then she gets him killed and her killed at the same time. And it's not only her fault that he's dead in the first place, but he wants revenge so much that he literally, there's a scene in the movie, and I will spoil this, and I can tell you guys, I'm doing you a favor. He literally gives up the ability to go to the afterlife or something, where he gives his soul to hell or something, to where he is willing to give up the rest of humanity for her. And they met like a month ago, maybe less. They barely know each other. She screwed him over because of her stupidity, and he wants to give up eternity.
Pause for a second. You explaining this movie, by the time you're done explaining this movie, we would have already been done with the first movie.
You're not wrong. Yeah, it sucks. It is really bad. The action in the opera house scene is pretty cool. The carnage, it's easily the most violent of the bunch, but
Should I watch it? Should I just watch that scene?
yeah, you just watch the scene. I guarantee you would not like the movie. I think you would I think you would have some fun with the opera house scene, but you would not like the movie. So, anyone that looked at the trailer and just was like that looks like crap. You were correct. You were correct.
All right, my number 4,
Yep.
Ledger. Plug your ears real quick. Trust me, you're gonna want to plug your ears.
Just do it.
Garfield, the movie.
For starters, he's an idiot. Secondly, he is mean. Third of all, how dare you?
I
How
don't know
dare
why.
you? You just ruined my childhood.
It's starting to get to the point where like Chris Pratt is just getting typecast in so many different things.
I will agree with you on that. He's the wrong person to play Garfield. He had no
Like,
reason.
pick someone else. Like, I wouldn't even care if they. I mean, to be honest, I would have rather them. Like, I would have rather. I mean, Zombieland already teased like a freaking third Garfield movie with Bill Murray,
They did because
which
he
is
said
a
that he hated them.
hilarious post-credit scene.
I
It's
never.
probably one of my favorite post-credit scenes ever. You gotta watch Zombieland. You own it.
I do. So I will get on to it.
You can skip Double Tap. Like, it's not a terrible movie, but like it's so much worse than the first. But anyways, back on Garfield. Um, why did they take this approach for a Garfield movie?
The road
Like,
trip approach.
they picked the classic road trip approach, but also decided to do a heist in the same way. Honestly, now that I'm kind of saying about it, not like this is so much better than the movie I'm about to mention, but like it's kind of like Minions.
Okay, this is why I called him a jerk. He just compared Garfield, a good movie, to freaking Minions, one of the worst movies of all time. How dare you?
I'm only saying that because Minions is a road trip movie and a heist movie.
Mm-mm,
You can look at me now.
mm-mm.
Look at the little film clapper.
No, I'm looking at my own. I'm looking at my face right now.
You're still looking at the screen. So good job.
Looking at my.
All
Okay.
right. Okay. So yeah, it's kind of forgettable. I mean, it's a fun one to watch with the family, but like if you want to, I would just recommend holding off. Why did you turn your camera off?
So that I don't look like I'm about to kill you.
Okay, well, you can turn it back on now because I'm done talking about Garfield. And let me just double check. Yeah, well, yeah,
That was
I like your shirt.
so selfish of you.
I like your shirt.
Oh, thank you. We all love Star Wars.
Yeah,
Got the Rise of Skywalker.
he completely forgot about what I just mentioned. Yeah.
Oh, well. Does this say that? So, my number 3 is Argyle. Like he said, the movie sucks. The movie is forgettable. It's really dull and boring. It has tons of just things that kind of would put in a plot hole.
You
with like
gotta watch Kingsman soon.
the book is coming alive. Just how you have to finish writing the book to create the reality that we want. This it makes zero freaking sense.
You gotta watch
And
Kingsman soon.
also, that's what
Don't.
I also don't understand how this and Kingsman are intertwined, but Samuel L. Jackson is a different character in both.
And one of them, he has a like.
Lisp.
Yeah, and Kingsman, he has a lisp.
I know. Yeah.
I'm not sure
No.
if you know about this, but like, plug your ears real quick. I mean,
Just-
if you wait, do you know how the first Kingsman ends?
No, do not tell me. You're
Okay.
good. You're okay. You go on to your number 2.
Okay, you mean my number 3?
Your number, whatever you say.
My number 3 is Here with the Robert
Oh yeah,
Zemeckis film.
Zemeckis.
Once again, I still liked it, but like it's so like weird with the approach they decided to go.
That was a terrible approach to him. That's a terrible plot to a movie at all. Even though
Like
it doesn't
what's
really
the
have a plot.
and like I like it when they focused on the main family, like the Tom Hanks family, but they also have like 5 different plots. It's
Five
like
different families.
it's trying to like it's like an hour and 40 minute long movie, and they're trying to tangle like 5 different plots at the same time. And so you'll be like midway through it, an interesting conversation in one plot, and then they're like, "Now, guys, this is the time to switch it."
Yeah, the movie for yeah, it's a terrible idea for a movie. Just stay in this one house where like it's only in one house and you're getting so many different events and they keep intertwining it through different. That's a terrible idea. Especially since in the trailer they put from the director of Castaway, Forrest Gump,
Forrest Gump, Back to the
Back to the Future.
Future.
Jinxed. They didn't say it in the trailer, but the Polar Express better than most of those. So that is a
Disagreed, but still not a terrible movie.
it's
Even though
got
I
a better
haven't seen
score than Back to the
Castaway.
Future. It's got a better score than Back to the Future.
What?
Have you seen the score to the Polar Express?
Yes, have you seen the score to Back to the Future?
Yeah, it's a generic score.
It's generic because all the other scores decide to copy it.
No, it's not. And the
Yes,
Polar
it is.
Express is one of the greatest scores of all time.
Wait,
Like genuinely.
should I go see the Polar Express next year in theaters?
Why would it get a release next year in theater?
Because they re-released like Elf and A Christmas Story in my local theater.
Ah,
So
sure.
like
I would recommend it. So yeah, I remember I saw that in Christmas Vacation at Double Bill in theaters.
Christmas Vacation is so good.
I was shocked that you liked as much as you did.
I mean, I liked it the same amount as you liked it like a couple weeks ago.
No, I've given it a 4-star every time.
Oh, what? Well, there. I think it comes to. I think I'll lower it on a rewatch.
Yeah, it's just some of the jokes don't land for me, and I've seen it so many times.
I love the scene where the cat is under the chair and it gets
That's
electrocuted.
always been my favorite scene in the movie where they just lift the chair and then like cousin Eddie's like that cat had 9 lives, you just spent them all. That was the best scene. That's always been the best scene for me. Just
Me and my
that.
dad. Well, I was you know this, but I wasn't allowed to watch it for the longest time, and so like I just turned it on, and my dad was like, "Let's watch this," and so like we started watching it, and we were dying laughing half of the time.
Did what was his favorite scene?
I think that's his. I also like the scene where the cat is in the bag and Clark keeps like swinging the bag around.
Well, it's not that he's swinging it around; it's the cat keeps moving around, and he's just like, "Stop it!"
No,
It
no,
just
no.
makes
He's
him look
like
like he's.
purposely like moving the bag
Well, I mean,
around
he does that a few times. I didn't think
to
that was.
throw the cat around.
Yeah,
It's kind of crazy how many times Christmas Vacation has the use of animal abuse.
yeah. It's oh yeah, like the whole squirrel and dog attack on that woman.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Have
yeah,
wait, are
that,
you gonna watch Vacation, the original one?
I'm gonna get onto it soon. I've only seen that one in Vegas
I still
Vacation.
find it funny that you decided to watch Vegas Vacation on Christmas Day.
I started a long time ago. I just remember to finish it because I didn't have too much long left. The movie's not very good. So anyway, on to number two. Number two.
You know, number 3.
No, I
Oh wait,
number. Wait. Oh wait, I
yeah,
skipped number
yeah, it's
4.
number
I
3.
skipped my number 4. Did you say you're number 4?
Yeah, my number 4 was Garfield.
Uh-uh. So my number 4 was actually Kung Fu Panda 4. I love the first two, and okay, I love the original, and 2 I really enjoy, and 3 I'm not the biggest fan of, but I just wish it could have been better. So I really enjoy it, and I had high hopes, but the way that it just felt mediocre. It felt like it had the potential, but it never executed it, and
Also,
there was
Aquafina
a
is
lot
not
more
great
money.
in it.
What?
Aquafina is not great in it.
Oh, Aquafina is not good in anything she's in. She's a
Oh, well, I
really
heard
bad
she's good
actress.
in like The Farewell.
Come again?
The Farewell. It's like a
Yeah.
more like a drama Aquafina role. I heard she was good in that, and like people are keep saying like we want to see her and stuff like that, and then she's like, nope, I'm gonna be in stuff like Jackpot and Renfield from now on, and it's like, oh my gosh.
She annoyed the heck out of me in Renfield. I was not.
Yes, I'm not sure if you saw my Chris McKay ranking that I released a couple weeks ago. Um, but like, oh my gosh, I couldn't stand Nicholas Holt in Renfield. Like the only redeeming part about that movie was Nicolas Cage.
Nicholas Holt's good. He's good
I
in that
didn't
movie.
like him.
Whatever. Okay. So number 2.
For me or for you?
Let's do me.
You mean wait? Are you on your number 3 or number 2?
Not my number 2.
Wait, what was your number 3?
Argo.
Oh,
Yeah. My number 2 is Challengers. This movie I went into with expectations that were pretty high. It was getting all sorts of buzz. People were saying it's an amazing movie, Oscar worthy. I walked into it. I couldn't stand the main characters. The pacing wasn't very good.
Oh my gosh.
A lot of the people didn't really feel like they even cared about the movie.
Oh my gosh.
The cinematography was awful.
What? 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 That is some of the best cinematography of last year. The shot with the ball, like when they
The acting,
the shot where the camera was the ball.
Sorry, the plot feels very generic.
The shot with the camera and the ball. The shot where there was
I could do
under
this
the
all
ground
day.
was. The entire movie was great.
It was a movie that when I watched it and I talked to Film Kid, he also said about how he wasn't a big fan of it either. It's a movie that he wasn't a fan of either. So I don't. There's no real need to go too in depth.
Lies.
He did not enjoy it either.
Lies.
So I have no clue what you're talking about.
LIES.
What are you talking about?
Is gonna make a pretty prominent role in my top 10 of 2024.
Oh, very funny, very funny.
You'll see.
No need to lie. Okay, hold on. Wait.
Says the one who just lied about the entire movie.
And when did I do that?
Like a minute ago. You said the cinematography was bad.
It was.
Not sure what Challengers you watched. All right.
So it starred Zac Efron, Tom Hardy, and Will Smith had a small role in it. So
yeah, Will Smith played Zendaya's character.
Yeah, that wasn't that made.
And Tom Hardy
weird.
played his wife.
Yeah, that made for some weird scenes.
Definitely.
Oh yeah, just in particular, I don't think neither one of us were a fan of it. We both gave it, I think, 2 out of 5. So it's just a dumb movie, and the logic strain in that movie is unbelievable.
All right, well, he just lied about that entire movie. But my number 2 is Look Back. It's only like 58 minutes long. So it's less than an hour, but
how's that a movie?
Because any movie over 40 minutes long is a feature film. According to you good?
Yeah.
But basically the movie is just about a whole bunch of girls who are trying to make a manga. It's an anime film. I watched it because it got like a whole bunch of good reviews. Like for the little buzz it got, the buzz that I did hear had a whole bunch of good reviews. And it was streaming on Prime. It was only like an hour long. And so I just decided to watch it. It was okay. People who like this movie, please don't come after me. I only have 300 subscribers. Please. But anyways,
if anyone does get angry, I'll put his information in the chat. I mean, what?
What are you looking at, the walls?
I have no idea what you're talking about. I definitely did not just threaten to put your information in the chat. So
Anyways,
I was angry.
Look Back is not a great movie, and I wasn't as crazy about it as some other people. I respect it. The animation is beautiful, but not really a great movie. Ledger, what's your number one?
So yeah, like you said, we both were not a fan of that and Challenger. So
Oh my gosh.
uh, hey, if I don't know you, who's going to?
My sisters.
Oh yeah, and who annoys you more?
You.
Yeah, you could either be annoyed by your two sisters or your virtual brother. Okay, so my number one, the most disappointing movie of 2024.
I kind of find it funny that it's been an hour and we're just wrapping up the disappointing list. We still have one more list to go.
Oh yeah. So was Deadpool. I'm joking. Actually,
Yeah.
so it was actually a movie that I saw and I thought this looks amazing.
Have I seen it?
Yes.
Okay.
I thought this looks amazing. It looks immaculate. This looks like it'll have some of the best filmmaking of the year. Madam Web.
What?
I'm joking. Do you think I'm that stupid?
Yeah.
You're on thin ice, Buster. So anyway, it's actually Joker 2. I didn't actually think it looked amazing. I just love the original. This movie managed to not only sink itself with one decision in the final act, it sinks itself, but it sinks the first one so low that it retroactively makes the first one unwatchable. It is impressive.
I feel bad for all the people who decided to go see this before they saw the first movie.
Again, like you said, the cinematography is beautiful. It is truly something different.
You think the cinematography in this is beautiful, but not in Challengers?
Yeah. The cinematography in Joker 2 is far better than the cinematography in Challengers. Just the shots, like the one in the Arkham dance, the one in where it has that like wide pan shot that's in the trailer with where he's going to the trial. That's another thing. Who thought it would be a good idea to make it a courtroom drama?
Along with the musical, along with the prison film, like Joker 2 is so many different things.
And especially there are things that you would not want in a Joker movie. Like Joker Folie à Deux means madness of two. There's a reason Terrifier 3 made a poster for Patreons that has a picture of Joker 2, but they just slapped Art and what's-her-face's pictures on that poster because it's so hilarious. Terrifier 3 is literally madness of two. Art and that creepy girl where they're just going around killing people. Terrifier 3 is a better Joker 2 than Joker 2 is. It's unbelievable. This movie was terrible. I could not stand it.
So now we have the little letterbox switch. Oh wait, no, I still need my number one. Okay.
His number one was Challengers.
No. Okay. Ledger, plug your ears. This is worse than Garfield.
You do. Can't be worse than Garfield.
Inside Out 2.
You little lying, stupid, moronic midget.
I'm not a midget. You're just like 6'7".
I'm 6'3".
How do you grow? You're 15.
I don't know. I have a lot of tall people in my family. My mom had a relative that was like 7 feet.
Okay. Well, anyways, Inside Out 2 was like Ledger. I know you're one of the people, so this is not you in particular, but it was like, oh my gosh, best film of the year. This is one of the greatest Pixar movies of all time. And then I went into it and I was like, Turning Red effect in a Inside Out movie. Heroes did not need to be knowing about anxiety.
Ledger, it was the Turning Red effect. It wasn't.
All right, well, that's all I have to say about that. Now we get to be positive, even though some movies on this list I know me and you are both going to get mad at each other for.
Oh, don't worry. You say the substance and I'll go for it. Just wait. I am ready
Wait,
to
why
start.
didn't the well? I'll never mind. I was gonna say, why didn't the substance make that list? I was like, oh yeah, you have told me that you went into that movie expecting it to
I
be
went
bad.
into that movie knowing it wasn't going to be very good.
All
That
right,
movie looked awful from the get-go. So,
that's some
you
nuts.
start.
I just went.
Okay. Do you know what's sad? We've
What?
been doing the stream for almost an hour. We've had one comment that said, "Hey."
Hmm.
You know, I'm going to share this on my channel real quick. Give me a sec.
Maybe your thumbnails aren't that pleasing.
And yours are?
Yeah.
Oh, like hell.
What do you mean? I get a good amount of views.
I get more views than you do.
Yeah, because you post like every freaking 5 months.
Yeah.
Your
At least
last
I get.
your last actual video was a freaking. It wasn't even like a video where you were talking about movies. It was a video where it was like a Clone Wars edit.
Hey, it's still got a lot of views.
Yes, because it was a Clone Wars edit. Of course, people are going to click on that.
Because the Clone Wars is a phenomenal show.
I never said it wasn't.
Plus, the Clone Wars is debatably the best Star Wars content we've had of the last 10 years with the last season. Especially the last couple episodes in the last season where they go into Order 66. It's one of the most heartbreaking and emotionally poignant scenes in all of Star Wars.
Well,
Okay.
I still haven't seen Clone Wars.
You better get on that right now, Buster.
Okay, so you want to
So,
end the stream here and I'll start it?
I know you. You wouldn't do it. You're lazy.
Yeah.
What?
Well, I already am watching shows, so.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're
speaking
lazy.
of shows, though, I watched the first episode of Invincible.
What'd you think at the ending?
It was good. I'm more ahead of you than you are.
Yeah, I started part of the second episode.
It's a good show.
Yeah, it is. Okay,
Now I'm also watching Squid Game right now. I have like 2 episodes left of the first season.
my number 10 of most surprising. My 10th most surprising. Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Now, I like
called it. Continue.
Yes. Okay, so I do enjoy the first two quite a bit, but this one looked like it was kind of running out of steam. I don't know how
Yeah,
long
but it has freaking John Wick.
What's your point? Keanu Reeves is a
Any
great.
movie with Keanu Reeves besides Bram Stoker's Dracula is practically a masterpiece.
Have you not seen the Matrix sequels? All the Matrix sequels are terrible.
They're not that bad.
First of all, yes, they are. Second of all, you haven't even seen the worst of the sequels.
Yeah, and I heard that one is still like one of the best of the sequels.
No, it's not. It's considered one of the worst.
Well, I hear a lot of people say the third one is the worst, and I didn't hate that one.
The third one is the third one, objectively, no matter how you put it, is a terrible movie.
I mean, they look terrible. That's the only thing that I can like say that.
Oh, they look terrible for sure. But yeah, this movie it felt like the franchise was running out of steam. The trailers I kept getting burnt out on because I was seeing them so much going into movies, having to serve people in the theater because I work there, and the jokes ran out fast. So I walked in not knowing much because I went to it at a very late employee screening, right when the movie came out. So I walked in, I was like, dang, that was actually good. I debated whether it was my least favorite of the three. I think it's my second favorite. I'm not sure. So
2 is easily the best.
Huh?
Said 2 is easily the best.
Yeah, 2 is definitely the best, without a doubt. Wait, you didn't even see the third one.
I know, but I've already seen a whole bunch of clips.
How?
Because I watched like one 3C Films video about Sonic 3, and my algorithm kind of like blew up with Sonic 3 clips.
Okay, that excuse right there, people, is when you tell that he is lying because he's trying to cover up the fact that he watched a pirated. Okay, so anyway,
I didn't watch it. If I watched it, I
very
would have
funny.
logged
Yeah,
it.
yeah. We get it. So also the Jim Carrey bit does kind of wear out though. The Jim Carrey bit is funny a lot of the time, but it does feel sometimes like he's doing his shtick too much.
Wait,
But
is there gonna be a fourth one with him in it?
my lips are sealed.
So you know the answer.
Yes.
All right, let's look up on social media real quick.
Okay.
I mean, Jay did kind of like say that he wasn't gonna be in it. He
Oh
did
yeah.
a fourth one, and he said, I hope it's still gonna be good, but without Jim Carrey, I don't think it's gonna be that great."
Yeah. So
I bet he dies. No wonder you're freaking looking away.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm just I'm admiring the piece of this bland wall right here.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's get in.
Yeah,
Oh, my bad.
you're number 10.
My number
Cheater.
10 is Hitman.
Oh yeah, that almost made the list.
Yeah, until I reminded you that you missed a
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah, we'll get to that next.
Yeah, but Hitman is a pretty good movie. I think it's entertaining. They took an interesting approach, like a romantic Hitman movie, but it has Glenn Powell in it, so maybe it's not so interesting of an approach. Anyways, it's an interesting movie. I liked it. There's not really much to say about it, but I liked it.
Hashtag surprised. Yeah,
What
I,
was that?
I was making a joke about the way you're acting, but so you're pretty much right on most fronts. Especially the thing that definitely surprised me was it was by Netflix.
Yeah,
They have
it,
had they have had a terrible year this year. They did
Under
Beverly Hills Cop,
Paris.
Axel F, which it didn't get
That
terrible reviews,
that
but it
was
didn't get
good.
great.
That was
I
good.
know, but it didn't get great reviews.
I liked it. I
Yeah,
think
but
it honestly
they had the movie
Under
called
Paris.
they had Damsel.
Under
They've had the
Paris.
Rebel Moon franchise, including the director's cuts. They've had
Under
Under
Paris.
they had Under Paris. They had I gotta read this because they have screwed up so many times.
They
This
put Madam Web on their streaming service.
Yeah, we'll put that. That's one of the mistakes. They were stupid enough to get Madam Web on there. Um, like,
Wait, did you think better? Oh, wait, should I watch Upgrade?
oh yeah.
Would I like
They
it?
did. They they did Lift. They did Unfrosted. They I feel like I'm missing one.
Oh, Woody Woodpecker.
Oh, yep, Woody Woodpecker. They and why do I still feel like I'm missing one?
Well, they also dropped like a whole bunch of bad movies on their streaming service.
Yeah, not to mention they put out the trailer for Happy Gilmore 2, which
Looks
that
freaking
trailer
terrible.
that trailer looked awful. That looks
Just
like that
please,
makes
like, have you guys not learned that freaking Adam Sandler movie sequels don't do good?
have y'all
Like,
not learned that Adam
from
Sandler
Grown
sequels
Ups too?
have y'all not learned that Sandler comedies to begin with aren't usually very good?
I mean, Happy Gilmore is a good movie.
Happy Gilmore's okay. It's not one of the best.
Wait,
Actually, no.
have you seen Billy Madison?
I have not. My
Neither have
parents
I.
begged me to watch it. Yeah. Okay, so is it my turn or is it your turn?
Uh,
Wait, no, it's my turn.
Yeah, because I just did Hitman and we went on the rant about Netflix is not a good streaming service.
I will always have their streaming service so I can watch the amazing movies that they will grab, but their originals are awful.
I mean, that's why, like, yes, like they put like really good movies on their streaming service, but most of their originals I don't watch.
Yeah.
But they did Rebel Ridge this year, which got a whole bunch of good reviews.
What was Rebel Ridge?
It's the cop movie.
Although, keep in mind, they did have another movie titled Rebel in their name that turned out to be abysmal.
Yeah, but Rebel Ridge got really good reviews.
Yeah,
That was the movie that shot. That was the only movie from 2024 that Sean Chandler watched twice in one day.
yeah. They also they've been doing better because they did Wallace and Gromit, which I just started. They
That
did.
was so good. I
They
saw it
did
early. I saw it early and it was so good.
how?
Oh, because someone in the UK uploaded the entire film to YouTube
Oh yeah.
in 4K.
Didn't they get taken down?
Maybe. Maybe by now. It wasn't when I watched it.
They also did Glass Onion a couple years back. So let's just say they worried me with how
Which wasn't terrible, but the
wasn't
first
terrible.
one is much better.
It was really good. It was really good, especially like even if you're not a big fan of how even if you're think it's a big step down from Knives Out like I do, if you
I mean,
compare
I
Glass
gave I
Onion,
gave it a whole star under the first film.
if you compare Glass Onion to the rest of Netflix's originals, it looks like Whiplash. Like it is shockingly better than what they've been doing, especially recently. So they are not a good streaming service. Never mind. Number 9, Ordinary Angels. I walked in this. I was expecting a good movie. I walked in. I got a movie with a shocking amount of heart. That what is one of that. It came close to making me cry. Another movie that was like that was Arthur the King. That didn't quite make this list, but it came close.
Well, because that movie was a movie that I saw randomly one day, and you and Jay saw how much I liked it, and we're like, we need to check this out. And then both of
yeah,
you watched it and liked
Arthur
it.
the King is one of 4 movies to make me cry.
Wait, what are the other 3?
The Return of the King, Schindler's List, and Forrest Gump.
I didn't cry during Return of the King, even though I did tear up.
Heartless.
I cried during Forrest Gump, and I haven't seen Schindler's List, but I guarantee I'm gonna cry while watching that.
Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it. It was just a great.
Another question.
Oh. Godzilla, did you watch Transformers 1?
No.
First of all, thank you, Godzilla. I've been wanting someone in here for a while. I usually don't like spammers, but if you want to spam a couple thousand questions so that we're not alone, feel free.
It's just gonna make the stream go a lot longer, but who cares?
We're desperate. But actually, no. But I have a lot of movies I'm going to binge before I do my live stream of 2024 movies ranked. Transformers.
I'm not doing that.
Transformers 1 is on that list.
I cannot do another all the 2024 or 2024 movies ranked. Why did you turn the camera off? Something happened.
I know. Grabbing something.
Oh.
I'm grabbing a poster to a movie that's going to be on my list that I got that my boss gave me.
All right. So my number 9 is Wallace and Gromit: Vengeance Most Foul. Now I know this technically dropped in the States this year. I saw it last year, early, because I'm just like that. No, I'm just kidding. It was on YouTube for free. Basically, anybody could see it. But that's not the point. But it was a really good film. It takes the standard Wallace and Gromit story that we saw in
I can't remember which one it was.
It
was one of the
Curse of the Were-Rabbit. It takes the fun-hearted nature of Curse of the Were-Rabbit then makes a good sequel to the most strange whatever the short film was with
I can't remember what the short film was. It's one of the 4.
Yeah, but that was a really good short film.
Yeah, all of them are amazing.
I haven't seen the sheep one, the one with like all the sheep.
Oh yeah.
But I've seen the other 3. But like it's just a light-hearted, fun adventure. It really shows like I like how in this film it shows you how AI definitely or not AI, but like how Gromit kind of gets thrown to the side like he always does. but
Yeah,
also how Wallace is now relying on AI more than Gromit.
yeah, they've been doing that a lot more lately, and I do like that.
Yeah, it's an interesting story. It's only like 20 or like 80 something minutes long. It's a pretty easy film to get through, and
That's what I like.
I
It's not
really
one of
liked
the.
it.
I like that now that we still can count on little movies like this to not bloat their run times like so many movies do.
And like the claymation is just beautiful.
I love claymation. It's the most underrated animation
It's
out
my
there.
favorite animation. I know that's probably
That is,
controversial, but it's my favorite
I
animation.
completely agree with you.
You gotta
Like
check
that.
out some of Adam Elliott's films, like short films, and Marion Max. He basically does adult claymation, so like makes claymation films, but they're more like R rated, more like tackles like depression and stuff
Yeah,
like
the
that.
only I've seen a lot of claymation. The only one I do not like is Coraline.
Or
I think Coraline is the only one I do not like.
I like Coraline, but I mean Nightmare Before Christmas is amazing.
Nightmare Before Christmas is a masterpiece.
Coraline is I know you weren't as crazy about it, but I really like Coraline. You gotta admit, like Coraline, even though you weren't as crazy about it, the claymation is still beautiful.
And yeah, it is. So yeah. Um,
Anyways, Wallace and Gromit: Vengeance Most Foul. Go check it out. It's on Netflix.
I started watching it. I need to get back to it. Um, Godzilla. Have you watched The Assassination of Jesse James yet? I have not. It's a
Neither
western.
have I.
I got to get onto it.
It seems like No Country for Old Men, like with some elements.
We're in this trip right now. I got to go watch it. Godzilla. Have you seen Dune Prophecy? I did not. Did
It's
you?
like they made Dune freaking MA. Like, and it has like sex in it and all that
Did you
stuff.
see it?
No, it's just like I was like seeing what it was rated MA for because I saw the trailer for it and I was like, this doesn't look terrible, but I want to see what it's MA for. And I was like,
I didn't think it looked
dang,
very good.
Dune is taking this approach.
I didn't think it looked very good, to be honest.
Well, I don't know.
It looked a
I
lot
was
more political. It looked a lot more political and less action based.
I mean, but Dune has always been political,
Yeah, but they also had a lot more action in it. But this one seems like it's just mostly talking.
and it doesn't have Timothy in it.
Yeah. Number 8, the best Christmas pageant ever. This movie, it had no right to be good. The book's good. It's not amazing.
I had the
The
chance to see it.
wow, you
Well,
really are
I went
stupid.
to go see Boone. Well, my sisters and my mom and my aunt went to go see that, and me and my dad went to go see Boondock Saints.
Boom. Yeah, you definitely screwed yourself over.
Not really. I like Boondock Saints. It was a fun experience. Me and my dad were like dying laughing half of the time.
So yeah, it's just a good heartwarming movie. It had the Twisters vibe where it had they don't make them like they used to approach, and it's a fun little enjoyable movie. It'll make you laugh. It'll make you tear up in certain scenes. It's just a fun movie.
Have you
What can
read
I
the
say?
book?
Yep, I have.
Is it good?
It's decent.
All right. Okay. My number 7. Yeah, my number 7 is Dee Dee. Really heartwarming, emotional coming of age film. The main character in the movie is my age, and so like I related during it sometimes. And I don't really want to give too much away. Just like go see it. It's streaming on Peacock, so if you have Peacock, go see it. But if you don't, just rent it. It's worth it.
Yeah. Sorry about this. I'm doing this for comedic effect as a poster that I wanted to show off. So my number 7 is actually
Meal too. Are you gonna hang it up?
okay. I
Are
think
you
it's
gonna
okay.
hang it up? You should hang it up behind you in that little space right there.
I'll probably put Alien there. I got a poster the same size as that of Alien with a chest
The
burster.
first one or
No,
the second one?
Romulus.
Uh,
Yeah. Oh,
so
yeah.
so I've been hearing good things about Smile too.
Smile 2, the review for me, the trailer didn't look very good. It looked like more of the same. I'm not a big fan of the first. It's okay, but it's mediocre.
Well,
It's
me and
it,
you have the same opinion on the first film.
yeah, it's okay. It's not the best. It's not the worst. So this, um, I
Excuse you.
had the same. It's basically like the first. So it's I just liked it. I didn't love it. But I expected to not like it much at all. So
Is it wait? Is it
it
true that the end is freaking like insane?
yes, the end goes
Like
insane.
more insane than the first movie
Trying to remember the first. Yes, it goes a
with the
lot.
big like skin monster thing.
Skin Monster makes another appearance. Let's just say it takes a unbelievable approach that could lead to possible global extinction. But
You can't
it
see me
is
right now, but I'm looking at you and I'm giving you that look.
what look? Is this the Dwayne Johnson look?
No, it's like the squinty eyes and looking like confused.
Like
Yeah, that.
you have a right to. I'm happy I can dangle something over your head like that.
Maybe I
So
should check it out. I mean, it's on Paramount Plus, so I'm gonna watch it at some point.
oh yeah, it is mind blowing certain things in the movie, but it's just it's decent. It Naomi Scott is incredible in this
It's
movie. She
crazy that like she plays Jasmine and like she looks totally different in
no,
Smile
yeah,
2.
yeah. I didn't even know it was the same actress at first. I
I
was like,
just looked
have I
at
seen
stuff
her
that she
anything?
was in and I was like, wait, what? And I looked at the Aladdin cast and I was like, who is she in this? And then it said Jasmine. I was like, wait a second.
That
She
makes
changed
no
like her
sense.
hair and everything.
Yeah, so it's just like she borderline deserves an Oscar. She is
Even though you know she's
unbelievable.
not gonna get it.
She deserves it, but Academy's always known to snub horror because
I
they
mean, the substance is most likely gonna get some Oscar buzz, but
if substance gets more. Ugh. Godzilla. Did you finish the Jason Bourne movies yet? No, I'm gonna wait a little longer so so that I can successfully, if Jason Bourne ruins the other three, I can at least put Jason Bourne out of my head because I will have watched those three a lot before, so I can. It's a technique I'm using. Godzilla. Have you seen Master and Commander yet? I have not.
my
Don't think
dad keeps telling me to watch that.
Godzilla. What are your thoughts on Gladiator 2? We will actually be getting to that soon. My number. Wait a second. You tricked me.
Good.
You go.
You were talking about Smile 2 before, but anyways, my number, my number,
You're not. His number is
my number 7 is a very interesting film. It's a movie that the writers are stoned, the set is on fire, the sound system is messed up, the actors are physically assaulting each other, the crew is opened and revolted.
Film
It,
Kid.
they have 90 minutes to get their stuff together, or the network is pulling the plug. Which this all ties into the amazing film Saturday Night. I was reading the poster and I had to censor myself sometimes.
Wow.
Because
Of
they say they have the F word in the poster and the S word in the poster,
and why
which
did you say
it matches the aesthetic of the movie. Um, I remember
chaotic?
going to go see Whiplash on its re-release, which is my favorite movie of all time. And this trailer played, and I was like, 5 tickets, please. I'm gonna need those tickets. And so like,
Yeah.
my dad was like, he did not want to go see it, and so I was like, dang it, there's no chance I'm gonna go see this. And I showed my mom the trailer, and she's like, yeah, that's so good. And I'm like, hope has been found.
You owe her big time, don't you?
Uh, to some degree. But anyways, yeah, it was a pretty good movie. It definitely like it's really raunchy. Like I think I was and the movie is always fast paced. Like it's a constant rush because like if you didn't hear what I just said, like it's 90 minutes. They have 90 minutes till the first episode of Saturday Night Live happens or goes live,
Oh,
and so like it's basically just this like process of you seeing these guys in a constant rush trying to get the bits ready and get the actors collected, and like how the actors react with each other, and how everything is just going wrong.
Who played
And
Chevy
then
Chase in the movie?
uh I don't know, but he did a really good job. Corey Michael Smith.
Oh,
He was in First Man in May December.
I have not seen either. I need to see First Man though.
Me too. But yeah, it was a really good film. I definitely enjoyed it. And it's just one that you guys should go check out if you're looking for a fun, like fast paced comedy.
Unless it's anything like Challengers, because neither of us like
Oh
Challengers.
my gosh, shut up.
Film kid, do you have any idea how many times you've told me to shut up?
Many.
And
Too many.
have I ever shut up?
No.
Then why do you
Sadly.
then why do you keep asking me to?
Because at some point I know you will. Like when I visit your grave.
Who said that I'm dying first?
I mean, you're older than me and you're
Oh, don't
taller
worry.
than me.
Don't worry. As soon as I die, I'm taking you with me.
What is that supposed to mean?
You'll find out when it happens. Okay. Godzilla. Have you seen the Jack Ryan movies yet?
I've
have.
seen one.
Interesting. Are they good?
I've seen Patriot Games.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's entertaining. It's like the only rated R Jack Ryan movie.
Okay, my number 6. My number 6 was a movie that ended up in my top 3 of this year.
Of course, he has another poster.
Hmm?
I said, of course, you got another poster.
Yeah, and this one is Smile to. Yeah, I don't have. I have one for Alien though.
I
But
thought you were gonna. I thought you actually had the poster for whatever movie. Oh, it's gonna be Bad Boys Ride or Die, isn't it?
no, this movie actually I thought was
Dang it.
just the acting in particular was Oscar worthy in certain scenes. Give me a
I
second. I need
swear,
to take care of this.
this better be a good pick.
So, wait. So it was not Challengers because neither of us like Challengers, but
Oh my-
it was actually Craven the Hunter. Just the performances, especially from Russell Crowe in certain scenes, are heartbreaking. The CGI is immaculate, like Blade Runner 2049 level, and
yeah, but
it's
Blade Runner 2049 is a terrible movie compared
it's
to Craven
just
the Hunter.
it is so well done. Just everything about it is so good. It
Oh
is
my
one of
gosh,
the
it's nearly on the same level as Morbius and Madam Web.
Honestly, it is just as good as those two movies. I cannot believe that
It's a top
we've had
5
such a good
movie.
year. What?
It's a top 5 movie. All 3 of those
No.
make it in my top 5, along with Venom: Let There Be Carnage. And you know what the final movie is?
The Last Dance.
No, Food Fight.
I know. Yeah, I was thinking the exact same thing.
Aren't those
Anyway.
movies all immaculate?
Yes, for people that are mentally insane. Anyway, it was actually Bad Boys Ride or Die. So
Yeah, I was correct.
no, you were incorrect.
I said Bad Boys Ride or Die.
But you said Challengers, which you shouldn't have said because neither of us liked it. So I I'm okay on the first Bad Boys. I'm not a big fan of the first one. I really enjoyed 2, and I really enjoy Bad Boys for Life. This one looked like more of the same, to be honest, though. It looked like it was just going to be the same bits. The reviews weren't actually no, okay, it was one of the better reviewed ones, but it just didn't pull me in. And holy crap, this is a pure
Ledger.
adrenaline-filled summer blockbuster.
Ledger, you don't have to say any more besides saying Reggie. All right, next movie. My number 6.
Reggie. All I have to say.
My
The
number
Reggie
6
scene?
placement.
I gotta say
is-
this. Reggie's scene.
Yeah, my entire theater started freaking clapping.
Oh man, I really wish I could have had that experience. I kind of felt a little bad in the theater though.
Well, you also went like weeks after it came out.
No, I went recently when it. I mean, I was the only one of my that was white that was in the theater
Same with me.
both times.
Same with me. The entire theater.
You mean
I was
both
the
you and
me
your
and my
dad?
dad. Me and my dad were the freaking only white people in the theater. It kind
I
of got a
felt
little
like an
awkward.
intruder. I just felt like it, and because I just kept getting a couple weird looks also. So I was just like, oh, this is so embarrassing.
This is what happens when you go see a Bad Boys movie.
Yeah. Although no one cared as soon as the Reggie scene came on. And the way they pay that off in the final couple seconds, pure gold.
I mean, Reggie has one of the best character arcs from Bad Boys 2. That's one of the best scenes from Bad Boys 2.
Oh,
When they're
that scene is hilarious. Just they're interrogating him like all fathers would do.
wait till you see Den of Thieves. Do you know what that is?
Yes.
There's a scene that has something like that's reminiscent of that scene. It's nowhere near as good. But
You seen the first Den of Thieves?
yeah, I watched it with my dad.
I didn't even know the first that I didn't. I was shocked that they're making a second because I didn't even realize that there was a first one. I was like, Den of Thieves 2. What? How come I've never heard of the first? When did it come out?
2018, I think. It's a heist movie.
Godzilla. They are really good. You should check them out, especially the first 3 Jack Ryan movies. Wait, no, wait. Pause. I have seen one. I have seen The Hunt for
Hunt
Red
for the Red
October.
October.
Yes, I have seen that one, the one with Connery. I have
I
seen that
I've
Godzilla.
seen like half of it.
That movie is awesome.
All right.
Okay.
My number 6 is it's a Timmy movie. My good friend Timmy's in it. Cause you know what? It's a complete unknown. Yeah, you see what I did there.
Yeah.
But this movie's like when it first like got like when people started seeing it early, like it got okay reviews. Not a lot of people were liking it though. So like I still went to the theater. I paid for the tickets by the way. So like I wasn't dragging an adult into the theater, like who didn't pay for the tickets. Don't
How
worry,
did you get in? It's rated R.
because I brought my mom with me. I paid for both of our tickets.
Ah, that's very mature of
Well,
you
I
to
have like a
drag
whole
her
bunch
along.
of Fandango and Regal gift cards, and so like I need some way to spend them.
Yeah. So
Um,
you liked it?
yeah, I really enjoyed it. This entire like freaking winter break, I have been going so crazy with seeing stuff in theaters. Saw Mufasa. I saw A Complete Unknown. Then like the next day, I saw Nosferatu.
It's Nosferatu.
And and then on Sunday, so 2 days ago, I saw Seven in IMAX, which I used my A list to get into there.
I wish I had an IMAX near me.
Yeah. Well, I know you like Seven a lot more than I do, but
Oh yeah, it's one of my favorites of all
it
time.
definitely grew on me, and it's one of those things like I know I'm getting off task now, but it's one of those things that shouldn't work in IMAX because it's just like it's a movie that shouldn't be in IMAX. It's simple as that.
The last little
But
bit must be awesome in IMAX.
the best scene in IMAX is the freaking apartment shootout where they're knocking on the door of John Doe and then he walks upstairs with the grocery bag and pulls out the gun
Oh,
and shoots them. And then he runs after them. Brad Pitt chases him. You want to know what the best shot was in the entire movie in IMAX?
what?
The shot where Brad Pitt is down by the like truck in the rain and John Doe points his gun at him and you can't see his face but you can see his hat and it's like all blacked out and you can see the gun with all the raindrops on it.
Yeah, that's an amazing shot in the movie.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. It's such a good shot they used it as the IMAX poster.
Oh, I never realized that until now.
Yeah,
So my number 5.
but A Complete
Kill.
Unknown is really good and worth seeing.
Yeah, my number 5, Kill.
I still
So
need to watch that.
this is a cross between Die Hard and Bullet Train.
Wait,
And
isn't it in a complete other language?
yes, it is not in English. It is a Indian, I think. It is very violent. It is very action packed. It is very emotionally poignant. It pulls on your heartstrings. It makes you feel invested, but the action itself is awesome. It's just a thrilling, fun, just great movie that I do think I could see myself rewatching quite a few times. Just I really hope they dub it or something.
They're making an American remake. I'm pretty sure.
If they do that, I'd love to see that.
I'm not sure who's gonna be in it, but like the first the it did so well like it across the world that like I find it kind of funny that Hosta like liked it better than Deadpool and Wolverine.
I did too.
Um, but my number 5 is the Bike Riders. Simple story about a biker gang. Man,
Wait,
there's
the
to be
Bike
so
Rider. Wait,
much
the Bike
more.
Riders is about a biker gang.
Yeah.
That makes zero sense. Go on.
Mm-mm-mm.
My job is
Anyways,
to annoy you.
don't mind this little man. Um,
Little. You're the little one.
no, once again, I don't know how many times I have to say this. I'm not little. I'm actually kind of tall. You're just extremely tall. You're like too tall.
Thank you.
Anyways, the Bike Riders is really good. I think Tom Hardy is extremely good in it. Um, along with Austin Butler, he's also really good in it. Um, which he had a good year last year. He had Dune Part 2 and this. Um, but it's a super good film. Honestly, it's one of those movies where I can't really speak that much about it without spoiling it. So I won't say much, just check it out and that's it.
I was doing that to make you uncomfortable. Okay. Number 4. Okay. My number. Wait. Gazo, have you seen the 1999 film Summer of Sam? Have not.
I've heard of it though.
I have not heard of it.
It has like a whole bunch of language.
My number 4, Terrifier 3. So how do I put this? I hate.
Kind of already talked about it with Joker too.
Yeah, I hate. All Hallows Eve. Do not like the first Terrifier. I'm okay on the sequel, Terrifier 2. I like the second one. I don't love it. And this one just felt like more of the same based on what they were advertising it as. And I especially when you get a standout kill scene in pretty much all of them. The first one it was the hacksaw scene. The second one it was the bedroom scene.
Wait, is the hacksaw scene the one where she's hung upside down?
Yes. The thing I was scared about is people said that there are many kids that die in this, and I can handle kid deaths, but I was afraid we were going to get a hacksaw scene with a kid or a bedroom scene that's like 5 minutes long with a kid.
The bedroom scene isn't the only scene that I've seen from the Terrifier movies.
Luckily, they do not do that. The kid they
There's
do
a shower scene, which
Ah,
I know Ledger loved in particular.
they actually don't show nudity in it. It was shocking how close they came to it, but they managed to stay away from it. It's impressive if you watch the movie.
And these are the same people who made the first Terrifier, right?
Yep, they are. So
Interesting.
yeah, so it's a incredibly violent movie. It's debatably the most violent movie I've ever seen. It was so violent that the MPAA had no control over it. It's unrated, so like they don't.
Not rated.
Yeah, no, it's just called unrated.
For me, it said not rated at my
It,
local theaters.
it's unrated. That's what it's officially put in the U.S. But it's a unbelievably violent movie. It is a great experience in the theater because just seeing people just like reacting to what art is doing. David Howard Thornton is just so creative, and I love the way that they kept intertwining little Christmas elements into it because it takes place around Christmas.
What was the kill that do you know the kill that made like David Howard Thornton like barf?
I think that
He
was
said there was one kill in particular that made him
yeah,
like
I'm pretty
nearly
sure
throw up.
yeah, I'm pretty sure that's wait, that's either there's a scene involving it's either the shower scene or it's the scene where a certain character gets a tube shoved down her throat. Then rats go into that tube and eat her insides out, and then they like light a match and put it inside or something. I think that kill was either that one or it was the shower one.
Okay.
It's an intense movie. Each kill, the thing is, I did think Nick's excuse was acceptable when he wasn't as high on it, where he was like, it does feel though throughout the movie like each kill is trying to outdo itself. The problem is
it one of those movies where
pretty
it gets
much
to a point where like you get demonetized or like desensitized to all the violence?
not
Hello?
only is Nick right where it feels like it's trying to do that, it basically is doing that. Each kill is significantly more violent than its predecessor.
Your
But
camera
they also
froze.
did do a great job of making an amazingly funny scene where where Art is interacting with Santa. That is one of the funniest scenes of the year. That is just David Howard Thornton's body language and his like just like and he's just like freaking out, thinking he's reading the real Santa. He's like, oh, he's just, it is so funny. Okay, Godzilla. What are your favorite serial killer type movies? Summer of Sam is that kind of movie.
Silence of the Lambs.
7. Silence of the Lambs.
And that's kind of it off the top of my head.
If I can think of more, Long Legs. But anyway, wait.
Silence of the Lambs is my favorite.
Have you heard of Downfall? Probably.
No. Maybe.
You go.
I don't want to get taken off again. My number 4 is The Substance.
You know what? I'm a more mature man.
Uh-huh.
I didn't take you off, did I?
Let me speak.
It's not a free country here.
Should use your words wisely. Remember, we're live.
Go ahead.
But The Substance, I think I liked it so much just because it took so many risks. Like, yes, the movie is disturbing and messed up, and I had the great idea to eat a cookie while watching it. No, don't do what I did.
That's on you. That is
I-
literally on you.
I was eating the cookie and I was like, I'm gonna barf this up, and so I paused it and then I finished and I started the movie back up. But it's such an interesting film. It takes it takes many approaches that you would not expect. It's disturbing and I like the whole theme of the movie of how it makes you look at beauty standards and all that stuff. He absolutely hated it and said it was the worst movie of last year. So don't mind his little camera movements. But honestly, it's one of my favorite movies from 2024. I think it's one of the best movies from 2024, and it's a great movie. If you can handle violence, or if you can handle disturbing subject material, definitely go check it out.
Everything he said was false. Believe me. I'm smarter than him. Okay. Number 3 for me. My number 3 is a movie that I honestly wasn't the biggest fan of, but absolutely was one of the most shocking surprises of the year. That was Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 2.
Oh, I always thought it was part 2. No, it's just 2.
Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 2. The original is one of the most abysmal movies ever. The acting is abysmal. The design of the characters, oh my lord.
The only redeeming factor about the original that like I kind of respect it is just like they managed to make a low budget movie and it got so freaking popular. Like that's something that's like as a person who wants to be a filmmaker, that's like something that's like kind of inspiring, but like the rest of the movie is terrible.
I actually didn't even like that about it because they made a movie where they actively they knew it was bad, but they knew that they could make money because people would watch a movie that's a horror film about something they'd never seen before. Because the meme one is not a popular movie. No one knew what that was. Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey
Which
was the first
which the
mainstream
main one
version
has
of it.
freaking David Howard Thornton in it.
Yeah, I know, but that was the first mainstream movie that about a public domain character killing people. So Winnie the Pooh is just uh, so this movie had no right to be good at all, and it wasn't, to be honest. So, but I will say this: I enjoyed it for what it was. The acting is a lot better. The acting for most people is not very good, but it is significantly better than what you get in the first movie. The special effects are significantly more improved. The costume designs in particular are shockingly better. I
And
do
we
think
get the
it's
best character in the entire franchise, Tigger.
Tigger. He's the goat. He's the MVP of that movie.
He
Just
is he
I love
commits he
what?
commits some of the most freaking gory acts in the franchise.
Yeah, so far. Although it did feel like he's a complete knockoff of Freddy Krueger.
Well, it also like the thing that disappointed me the most was like it felt like Pooh and the Owl were like the characters that got the most screen time. Piglet, spoilers, but you guys probably don't care. Piglet got killed off like so early in the film.
He gets dispatched immediately. I find it odd that he takes so much damage in the first movie, yet in the second one he just immediately is out for the count.
And he's freaking Leatherface. And so I want to see Piglet do stuff like Leatherface.
Yeah, I didn't
And then
like that
and then
either.
Tigger has like two scenes.
Yeah, I did. It was also weird that pretty much bitch is like the end of every line that he says almost.
What?
He said he uses that word in almost every line he says.
Wait, let me
Like
wait, what's a quote that he says?
I'm not gonna repeat it because I don't like saying it. There's one where he's like he has two eyeballs in his hand that he plucked out of a human. He's like, you better watch where you're going. It's like, and then he like just says it. It's a weird movie. Just Tigger is the MVP. He is awesome in that movie. Owl, he's a
Oh,
decent character.
Ledger, you want to know it comes out like next week?
Peter Pan, Neverland Nightmare.
Neverland Nightmare. I know
I
you're
know.
so excited for that movie.
I will say the trailer looked awful. The
Are you
trailer
going to go
looked
see it?
trailer looked just as bad as the rest of the I probably not, but I'll probably just watch it somewhere on if I can find it. But this is a terrible franchise, but this movie had a lot more redeeming qualities.
Yep.
Although I did think it was funny how they made a joke where they like retroactively managed to make the first one. I wouldn't say better at all. The first one is still awful, but they poke fun at how bad the first one was.
3C Films got an appearance in the second one.
He didn't get an appearance. He had a little. They put three. They knew 3C destroyed it, so they pulled the clip of from his channel to make fun of him.
Yep. I hope he gets to be in person in the third movie.
That yeah, I know. I remember him saying that I remember he was like, I really hope that they asked me to be one of the victims in the third movie.
Um.
That would
So
make the movie a lot more funny.
my third placement is Challengers. No, you hated it. I didn't. Even though you put words in my mouth. Oh yeah, I see that smirk now.
I don't remember saying anything about challengers.
How did you stand still for that long? No wonder you keep freezing. Maybe you're not actually freezing. Well, he's standing still now. Anyways, Challengers is a masterpiece. It's a 5-star movie. And honestly, I like it better than the movie I have in second place. It's just the movie that I have in second place. Like, even though I like this one better, but the movie that I have in second place I think was more surprising than this. But Challengers is such a good movie. It's impressive on so many different levels. I can't look at you with a straight face. Um, it's the cinematography is absolutely beautiful. Um, shut up.
I just I just nodded my head. I just gave okay, fine. The cinematography is awful. He wanted me to say it.
No, 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 what? The cinematography is absolutely beautiful and one of my
You
favorite
said it
parts
wasn't.
about the movie. Um, I think the shots that like they managed to pull off in this film are visually and technically impressive. There's a shot in the movie where you get put in the situation of a tennis ball while it's in movement, and it's an absolutely fantastic scene. There's a shot that shows it from under the court, and I think that's another beautiful shot. Challengers on pretty much every single level is a masterpiece, and I absolutely love it.
Suck up. It started going downhill when they said the line about across the Spider Verse.
Oh my gosh. I mean that masterpiece of a movie?
That movie's not very good. That movie's not good at all.
Did you not see what I gave it?
I saw what you gave it.
Because it's a good
I
movie.
so you guys remember when we did the little joke about Madam Web, Craven the Hunter, and Morbius? That's why he's making that joke again. That's why he had challengers number 2.
No, I did. I'll leave. I'll leave you alone.
Don't leave me alone. I'm lonely. Godzilla Downfall is a foreign film depicting the last days of Adolf Hitler
Oh
in
yeah, I
Germany.
have heard
Oh
of
yeah,
that.
I forgot. I just read Eight Nickel, a friend of mine on Letterboxd's review of that movie. Thank you. Okay, my number 2, without a doubt. Well, the one that I was just like, wow, this had no right to be this good. Gladiator 2. The first movie is epic. The first Gladiator is immaculate. Just an amazing piece of cinema. This had
Braveheart
no
is
right to
better.
be good. What?
Braveheart is better than the first Gladiator.
It depends on my mood, to be honest. But but it is just so good. And this movie was supposed to be unnecessary. Well, actually, no, it is unnecessary.
It is unnecessary.
Yeah, it was supposed to be an awful movie. It was supposed to be something that was just a a cash grab in every sense of the word. It had no reason to exist. And this movie was great. It was epic in certain scenes. The CGI in certain scenes is amazing. Sometimes it isn't. And a friend of mine also gave a comparison that I thought while watching the movie, and like, there's pretty much no way for uh, what's his name? The main character. I have no
Paul
clue how else
Mascal.
he, huh?
Paul Mascal?
Yeah, Paul Mascal. I have no clue how they are even trying to justify that he was Maximus's son. It makes no sense in terms of timeline. There's no way for that to happen. So that scene, pretty much anytime they reference that, it made me roll my eyes. There's
It
no
was
way.
it was such a predictable thing that beforehand, before we even went to the movie, which mindful my grandpa had seen like one trailer to it, he freaking predicted that.
It's in the trailer, you know.
Well,
There's a
he did.
there's a trailer where and there's a line where like she's like, I give you the strength of your father. His name was Maximus, and I see him in you. And it's just like, oh, not only do you put that in the trailer when that script thing is kind of one of the best scenes in the movie, but no, that makes no sense. He's adopted. Anyway,
Why couldn't who's the other Paul in the movie?
Pedro Pascal.
Yeah, well, my bad. That was not Paul. Pedro Pascal. He wasn't in it that much, and we both
He should
know.
have had a lot more screen time.
I mean, we both know why he wasn't in it that
Yeah,
much.
he did. He felt underdeveloped. He didn't feel very interesting.
I mean, I wish they kind of made him like more of a villain.
I thought he was supposed to be the villain of the entire movie, but
Well, because they put it in his eyes, like they make it seem like he's the villain,
yeah,
and
the
the
trailers make you think he's going to be the villain, but halfway through they do a switcheroo kind
Denzel
of
Washington.
kind of what?
I said they do a switcheroo to Denzel Washington's character.
Yeah, they do a little switcheroo to make you feel stupid.
They're like,
So yeah,
yeah, you bums. You thought he was the villain? Nah, he was
yeah,
just a commander.
yeah. I mean, yeah, you guys should have thought of this. Like me and Film Kid, we were in it from the beginning. We knew immediately that it was going to be what's his face, Denzel Washington. We knew it was going to be him. You all were stupid.
Okay, I know like Gladiator 2 is not going to get nominated for Best Picture because like the nominees for Best Picture are pretty much already locked in. But
What are they?
uh I don't know off the top of my head. They're not completely locked in yet, but there's a lot of people who are predicting the same exact thing.
Please tell me the Substance is not one of them.
No, but The Substance might get nominated knowing the Oscars. They might like surprise us with something, which I would have been
Why
mad.
would they give a horror movie like that crap a recommendation? Why are they going to now? They're wanting to do horror.
I don't. Maybe it's because The Substance is more like art house horror. But anyways, it's like Anora, The Brutalist, Conclave, Dune Part Two, A Complete Unknown, Sing Sing, Nickel Boys.
There's no way the Dune Part Two is getting a Best Picture nomination.
Dune Part Two is pretty much already locked in. That's been locked in for a while.
I would be shocked if that got a thing. It's an act. Just move on to your number two.
My number two is Conclave.
Ah,
Not much to say about it. I mean, it was my favorite movie of the year till I saw Challengers and Nickel Boys and Nosferatu. A Complete Unknown, or not a Complete
little
Unknown.
midget.
I can hear you.
Oh,
Anyways, Conclave is a really good movie, and you should go check it out. Especially if you're like, if you follow, like, if you're a Catholic, or even if you have any certain religion, I still think the film like, would be one that I would recommend checking out, and it has a really good end twist. You're on mute.
I know. Anyway, my number one, my most surprising movie of 2024. Now, this movie shocked me with how good it was. Deadpool and no. Okay, so,
Is it
long
gonna be
legs.
Long Legs? Yep.
Yes, long legs. This looked on paper like a forgettable serial killer movie. It had elements looking like he was gonna take elements from Seven and Silence of the Lambs. This is so much more. This
I
is
still
a
haven't,
what?
I still haven't seen it.
It is it's this great look at how serial killer movies usually go, and it subverts your expectations where you take experiences that you think because of how serial killer movies usually go, and it goes away from that. So there's certain things where because I've seen Silence of the Lambs and Seven, I assumed it was going somewhere, and it then was like, oh, it didn't go there. Oh wow. So it's just a great horror thriller, and that I do think I'm holding out hope the Academy might give that a Best Picture nomination. It won't happen, but I was hoping because it did do very well.
Now my number one movie of 2024. I know, guys. Is Nickel Boys. My most surprising movie of 2024 was Nickel Boys. Such a good film. It tackles the topic of racism and slavery, or not slavery, but it definitely tackles the topics of slavery, but manages to tell a heartfelt story that nearly made me cry because how emotional it was. The film is shot entirely through a character's point of view. Um, and so that's just unique, and the entire film is unique. I don't really want to talk about it that much because it's gonna make a pretty prominent placement in my 2024 movies ranked, or my top 10 movies of 2024. And so yeah, just like if you have any theaters near you playing it, I would highly recommend going to check it out.
I thought it would have to be new for that. How recently did it come out?
What do you mean?
How recently did it come out?
Like, I mean, it depends. I mean, technically it came out in December, but it's just getting like random releases in certain theaters worldwide. You have to get lucky for it to be in a theater near you. I managed to get lucky for it being in a theater that was only like 30 minutes away.
Ah. So well, anyway, yeah, that is pretty much it for us guys. Please tell us in the comments what are your most surprising and most disappointing movies of 2024. Four. Damn. Okay, Godzilla. I've heard people say it's pretty decent, but I keep refusing to see it, and I still haven't seen it. Maybe because it has Hitler in it. He was a terrible person. Godzilla. Have you seen the movie Gataga? Or I have no idea how to say that. If I probably screwed it up. I have not. Have you?
No. I think I may have heard of it before, but I don't think I've seen it.
You have the emotional charisma of a rock. Anyway, that is pretty much it for us guys.
If you want, rocks are emotional people. If you've seen Everything Everywhere All at Once, you would know that.
Good luck getting me to see that now. No way. Wow. Okay. Now that was unbelievable. Wait, Godzilla, I wasn't talking about Downfall. I was talking about Gladiator 2. Oh, Gladiator 2 was good. It was good. But anyway, that's pretty much it for us, guys. Please hit that like button and please subscribe to this channel. I have gotten a lot more subscribers than I ever thought I would, and it's been awesome. Please subscribe to Film Kids channel if you have time. If you don't, perfectly fine. So that's pretty much it. Film Kid, you got anything to say?
Nope, don't subscribe to me. I don't deserve it. If you want content posted every month, then subscribe to me. But yeah, expect me to take a year-long break sooner or later. So yeah.
Anyway, so that's pretty much it for us, guys. I only have one last thing I need to make an announcement of. All I have to say is we both were not a fan of Challengers.